When's lunch? When's lunch? When's lunch? Oh no.
Welcome back to another episode of When's Lunch. I am the number one host, Spencer.
I'm apparently the number two host, Matheson.
And we are exclusively the only podcast done on a balcony. Go check it anywhere.
It's a rainy balcony.
Yeah.
Today.
We come to you on a gloomy day, but nonetheless,
True.
we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, I like rainy days, honestly.
Yeah,
and
me
it kind
too.
of feels nice.
Me too.
We got our coffee. Oh,
Yeah, what's yours?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. It's a London.
Oh,
cup.
yours is very London. Mine is
Mine's
a
hip.
New Orleans.
Cheers. This is great.
Two of my favorite places.
Do you have a story for either cup that's worth telling?
Well, this is one of my favorite cities, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Actually, probably my number one favorite city in the U.S. I've gone there to visit a couple times, and I got this when I was there for Mardi Gras.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, your Mardi Gras story is unbelievable. I don't know if that's worth telling.
A Cliff Note Mardi Gras version is definitely worth it, I think.
Okay.
So I go to Mardi Gras.
This is
of
this
all,
year, by the way, for
This year.
this past year, rather.
With our dear friend Harry Connick Jr. invites us, me and Madison, and that's like how you do Mardi Gras. You're with the person like
You're
that
with
who's like New Orleans.
the king. What's his name? What's the thing? Do you know what I'm talking about? Does he have a name?
King Orpheus.
Yeah.
The official King Orpheus. So we go and we get to hang out with Bryan Cranston, Charlie Day, of course Harry, and Harry actually invited me to sing with him at the giant after party.
I know, dude. That's amazing.
It was so fun, and then we also got to ride in the parade and throw beads and stuff. But yeah,
Did you show your boobs?
I did. I actually did show my boobs.
Did you really?
From a balcony? Yeah. I got a football to the face.
As punishment or as a celebration?
I think they liked it.
That's how they show affection
Yeah.
in New Orleans.
But
Football to the face.
yeah, it was a very, very good time. It just literally talking about it right now makes me want to go.
I'm insanely jealous.
But just like I want to travel so bad.
I know.
It makes me, whenever I talk about fun adventure stories or anything, it makes me want to travel. I watched a really good movie
Yeah.
2 nights
What?
ago. Actually, 2 days ago. I watched it while I rode my stationary bike.
Day movie.
Yeah,
What'd you watch?
I watched Aladdin. Have you seen it?
Well, hold on. Did you watch?
No, the new one.
I have seen the new one. I thought it was terrible.
Are you being serious
really
with
did.
Will Smith?
Yeah, I really did.
You are absolutely wrong. It's amazingly done.
I would like you to convince me because I didn't even watch the whole thing. I made it halfway through and honestly turned it off.
What
because
turned you off about it?
It was just I like the original a lot. I like all the original Disney movies as far as
Well, I mean,
and I know they're not supposed to be the same and I know it's supposed to
Right.
be a new thing, but it just the acting, like the Aladdin himself and Jasmine, like it just looked so it just didn't look natural. Will Smith was great, I thought.
well, here's the thing about it, dude. One, you can't really compare an animated movie to a live action, but okay, say
Yeah.
you can.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the new one paid homage so well to the old one. I thought it was like, hey, we're gonna keep like they had some of the same shots, which was really crazy,
Yeah.
and then also a little new twist to it. Will Smith was 100% the best part about it, but I don't think the acting is supposed to be
Well, and
Oscar worthy. I think it's like Disney acting.
that's what I was gonna ask, because that's how I felt about it. Is that I felt like they were trying to be animated Disney characters, and I guess I wished that they just would have been humans, not like trying to be the animated
Yeah.
Aladdin and Jasmine. Maybe I gotta give it another shot. Like I said, I didn't even finish it.
Man, I think you need to give it
But-
another shot. And I think you need to go into it being like, this is pretend that I'm 10.
Okay.
I want to pretend that I'm 10 years old. And, yeah, you need to give that another, because I loved it.
Well, and everyone was so, and this didn't really influence me, but this is a side note. Everyone was so up in arms too that Robin Williams got replaced, which is like,
But like,
what else are you gonna do? But-
he is passed away.
right, yeah.
Also, that was the one other thing I liked about Will Smith is that I remember him getting some shit for that. And after seeing it, I was like, dude, took the genie in a 100% different direction.
Yeah, that is true. He did like
a great direction.
a different. didn't try to be Robin Williams because you're just not going to be able to.
Yeah,
Do it.
I think that would have been a giant mistake.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Yeah, I think you're very wrong. I did a movie review on it.
What was it?
I gave the cinematography a 10 out of 10.
Ooh.
One of the best cinematographies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I gave the plot a 9 out of 10 because it's a great plot. And
Yeah.
I actually gave the acting 7 out of 10 because it wasn't like it's not that kind of movie where it's like super actor heavy, but overall it gets a 9 out of 10.
To be fair, if I watched it now, I think literally anything would seem Oscar worthy compared to the movie we watched the other night.
What did we watch, man? Oh, we watched 1922.
1922.
Guys, I hated it. We hated to see it.
It wasn't
good.
It wasn't even like we couldn't even laugh. Like I honestly wasn't enjoying it.
Matheson, it was the worst movie I think I'd ever seen. I really do. It was like, yeah, it made me feel uneasy, not a good way, and it wasn't scary, and it was just weird. I couldn't even hear it. Their accents were like,
Yeah, the main dude, like, I honestly couldn't understand what he was saying.
It was so quiet.
Probably
and
like
weird.
60% of the time, and there was no plot. Like, I don't want not
Dude,
spoilers.
we don't
matter,
even
but-
need to spoil it. The end of this discussion is: do not watch 1922, or you will be very upset.
I just remember we were like, whatever, probably like 20 minutes or half an hour in, and Maddie, your girlfriend, was watching it with us, and no one was saying anything, and then she finally was like, does anyone else think this is really horrible? And I was like, oh, thank God you said
because
that.
I like to give it. I think
Yeah, I don't-
20 is a good 20, maybe even 30 is like, okay, we're gonna continue watching this. I wish
Yeah.
we had stopped it.
Yeah, I agree.
I wish we would have just turned on The Office and
I
watched
agree.
that instead. That was horrible.
I do agree.
Dude.
That was so terrible.
But actually, the whole reason I brought up Aladdin was because seeing that made me want to go on an adventure so bad.
Yeah.
It made me want to travel actually to like Turkey or like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
in the Middle East somewhere because of all the crazy architecture.
It'd be a beautiful place to travel. Also,
It's the best.
Jasmine, definitely my Disney princess crush as far as princesses are concerned, I think.
I would probably agree with you.
I would also
She's
maybe
bodacious.
argue... What'd you say?
She's bodacious.
Oh, good word.
It's a very
That's
good word. It's a word
I would
of the
argue
day.
that maybe Aladdin has the best songs, too, out of any of the Disney movies.
Whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Nice, dude.
I was ready.
Hell yeah.
Do I know that whole song? Maybe. But then the Genie song, Never Had a Friend Like Me.
Yeah.
So good. And then
Yeah.
the Agrabah song, or Arabian Nights, or whatever
Dude,
it is.
it's so like the music is so good.
One dude wrote most of those songs.
Who was that?
Alan Menken.
Gotcha.
He wrote like most of the classic Disney movie songs.
Not Lion King.
Oh, yeah, Elton John.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh, we also started. I feel like this podcast has become so movie heavy because
We have nothing
that's
else to do.
what we're doing. But we've started the Star Wars. We're watching one Star Wars a night every night.
So you've never seen, this is your inaugural,
No, I've seen all of them.
wait.
I've seen all the Star Wars. That
you
was
hadn't seen
Potter.
Harry Potter, sorry, yeah.
So I hadn't seen all the Harry Potters. We watched one Harry Potter a night. It was awesome. For like 2 weeks or a week and a half, I felt like I was in the universe, even in like daily life, and that's
Yeah.
how I'm kind of feeling with Star Wars.
Yeah, what are your thoughts? Wait, what order are you watching it in is the better question.
Chronological.
So you watched episode 1 first? Okay.
I'm not watching the old ones to the new ones. I'm watching literally where they belong in the story. So I'm about to go into the old ones.
You're gonna get maybe roasted on the internet for
Why?
that's like every big Star Wars fan thinks that you're supposed to watch them in actual order that they came out. Just because
That's dumb. I mean, I've done that before,
No, I know. I'm just saying.
but I think
It's
it's
just a
fun to do. Like, I think it's fun to try to follow the journey, and obviously, like I've already seen a couple plot holes and like
yeah.
shit happens, but I think it's really fun.
Wait.
Yeah,
So then you're gonna watch the new ones after the old ones then.
yeah.
Cool.
So I went like middle, old, new.
Right.
'Cause that's chronologically how they take place.
Do you have wait, how far are you?
We just finished episode 3 last night, so we're about to start A New Hope. The first
Okay,
one ever
yeah,
made.
yeah. That's exciting.
I know.
What'd you
It's
think
very
about
fun.
how episode 3 ended? you
Episode
knew,
3 is like one of my
so-
favorites. I love
Yeah.
him turning into Darth Vader. I think it's awesome.
It's such a classic story. Just
Yeah, it is.
I remember the first time I watched it when you find this the Luke I am your father thing. I honestly didn't expect it, and it was just wild. So the rain's
Guys,
a
if you can see this, you probably can't see it, but we are being rained on
the
currently.
rain's getting a little rainy. We'll
It
just rain forward
kind
a
of
bit.
feels good.
I like it.
Yeah. Got a little bit on my glasses, you know. The rain comes and goes. But, dude, I actually thought of some very good pondering questions that I wanted to ask you during this podcast.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah?
I guess.
Okay.
Do I have a choice?
No. I'm interested in your answer. Can I ask you
Yes.
a couple of these?
Please.
The first one
please.
is, what is the accomplishment in your life that you are the most proud of up until this point?
Well,
I know there's a lot.
there's a lot.
It can be anything.
I would probably say me moving to Los Angeles was probably the biggest one.
That's an awesome one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like a very important one because you can't, like, I would assume that you have changed career-wise, obviously, but as a person.
Yeah, there's been so much growth professionally and personally, and yeah, it's just been, and it was a scary decision for a million different reasons, but
Yeah.
we don't have to go into that. So
So you guys especially, I think, get back to Ohio quite a bit, touring and stuff.
Yeah.
What is it like, I guess, moving and then going back and kind of like being back in Ohio?
it's positive from the perspective of having perspective.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And it's, for whatever reason, it's very easy for me to compare what life could have been to what
Sure.
life is, which is, and it's been great. So it's a very positive experience, and I have no ill will towards Ohio or anything like that. But just the amount of growth that I've had has been awesome. What is going on?
Oh, guys, there's a lot of sounds today. This is going to be a very interesting rain episode, but
Rain episode.
good answer. That's a very good
Yeah,
answer.
I mean, it's been-
the thing that resonated with me the most was you had perspective. What did you say? Had perspective to get perspective?
Correct.
Yeah. That's amazing. That should be on a t-shirt.
I mean,
As soon as possible.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it too much, but I think it's such a cliche of just like people that are too scared to take the leap, you know. And I was 100% scared, but if you're willing to take the leap for things that you care about, there's usually positive benefits on the other side.
It's been a year-ish since you moved here, and I'm still proud of you for doing it.
Oh, dude, thank you.
It's such a big step, man. Like
Yeah.
moving your entire life thousands of miles across the country is such a big step.
Well, and obviously I have zero plans of moving back home, but I even thought about if I did, like if I moved back home, like would I consider that a failure? And I would say no. Like I think that
But you ain't moving back anytime soon.
No, I'm not. Sorry to report, mother.
Because then we have to do like a weird
we have to do
cross-country wins lunch.
a Zoom wins lunch. Yeah. So it's been fantastic.
That's awesome, man. I would, to answer my own question,
Yeah.
I would, the easy answer is, I think, just continuing to do this career. Like actually doing it for a living.
You're saying you're proud of the fact that you're able to.
I'm proud that I am a touring artist signed to a record label.
Yeah.
I'm not the
We should be
biggest,
proud of it.
not the biggest in the world, not even close. I don't have a lot of stuff that everybody else has, but I'm just proud that I'm able to do it.
Well, I think you should be proud of. We kind of talked about this on a previous episode, but
The tour.
well, that too. But just the fact that you are being the artist that you want to be.
I'm very, that is something I'm proud of too. I think everything that I'm proud of kind of centers around the bigger picture of my career, not necessarily hitting 3 million views on a video, like those
Right.
kind of things.
Yeah.
They're great. Numbers equate to success, obviously.
Yeah.
But the things that I'm most proud of are becoming the artist that I want to be, who I am, being able to be a musician, and also my headline tour, and not just because
Yeah.
of like how many people came, but just the fact that there were people in the crowds there,
Yeah.
and there were my shows, and that was I'd say those are the top accomplishments that I'm most proud of.
Yeah, that tour was a very prideful experience, I think, for all of us,
Of course,
because
man,
there
we've
was
been opening for people for so long.
yeah, and there was a lot of work. Obviously, but everybody involved there was a lot of work just put into it. So it was nice. It was really prideful to see all of that work come to fruition in a super positive way. Obviously,
Definitely, and it for me it opened my eyes to see that like, oh, dude, we're not that far.
yeah,
Like what we've done, 300 fans to a show, 200 fans to a show. This is the hardest part.
right,
The hardest part is getting up and getting even 200 people to care to come to a show.
yeah, exactly.
After that, it's just a continuation of what you've been doing, and
And
more
I-
exposure
right.
and
And I was going to say too, it's not that. I mean, it is a little bit, but not that number of fans should be the way you measure success. But it is very validating when that many
Totally.
people come out and spend their money for something that you care about a lot. You know, so it
and
makes-
above the money, above the flexing that there's this many people there,
Mm-hmm.
the overall feeling of reaching that many people with
Right.
your music is the most gratifying and the most important feeling that I've ever felt. Yeah.
good question, dude.
I knew that was going to be a deep one. I have a couple more deep ones actually, but
That's what she said.
or
Sorry.
he.
Good point. Or Zim or Zer.
Invader Zim. I have a question that's not too deep.
Okay.
It's a good one though. Where's the most beautiful place you've ever been?
Oh wow. See, it's a bummer because I've never been to Europe.
Where's the most beautiful place you have ever set your feet? You have ever been and realized this is the most beautiful place I have ever been.
Honestly, first thing that came to mind was just the Pacific Northwest in general.
Right.
Like,
Washington, Oregon.
or I mean, all of like Arizona and like that area of the U.S. too,
That is so beautiful.
where it's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
just those colors. I think personally, like I am more tuned in with the Pacific Northwest. Like that
that's
resonated more with me.
a fantastic answer, and that's my second favorite.
You have a first, obviously.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's my first favorite of all time is Istanbul,
Oh, dude,
Turkey.
I'm jealous.
My favorite of all time.
Yeah.
My second is tied between the Pacific Northwest and New Orleans, actually, the French Quarter.
Oh, New Orleans is up there for sure
Oh
too.
man. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to. Now that you like said all that, there's like so many things that popped into my head.
You're right. The
but-
desert, Joshua Tree, Arizona.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing, man. There's a beautiful place. There's a beautiful thing about every place that we travel, whether it's the city or like even we're driving through Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, oh, this is the most boring state, which it probably is. No offense.
Gary, Indiana, baby.
But there's like points where I'm like, dude, this is cool as hell.
Yeah.
I felt that way. The first time I had ever gone through Idaho was last spring, and I had never seen such a cool place before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Unbelievable.
well, I think that we can get deep on this question because I think that like the first thing that my brain went to is like this spot near my family's house. Like that's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. But like that is beautiful for a different reason, you know? Like it has
exactly
nostalgic beauty, I guess.
100%, and that's so cool. I have a couple
Yeah.
places like that too, where like
Right.
parks that I go with my dad.
Yeah.
That hold a special place in my heart, and always will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another question for you. This actually might be the same answer as your first answer to the first question.
Okay.
What's the most courageous thing you have ever done?
Oh yeah, probably the same.
Yeah.
Same answer. Not unfortunately, but
Me too.
yeah.
That
I mean, it
goes-
really does, and I think there. I mean, again, not to sound like a broken record, but it really does take a lot to pack your car to the brim and just
You
see
guys
what
did
happens.
it, man. You guys, Matheson, my guitarist Jordan, my keyboardist Andrew,
Yeah.
all moved out here together, and you guys packed your cars to the brim.
Oh yeah.
Did you have a trailer?
Yes, we had one trailer.
One trailer, all the shit in it. It was literally like, because when I moved to LA, it was I would go for 2 weeks and I bring 2 suitcases. I come
Right.
back with no suitcases. I go back to Ohio for 2 weeks, bring 2 suitcases. Like I would
Yeah.
move out. I moved out very slowly, and then I bought most of my stuff out here. So I never had
Yeah.
that like cross country drive move. I wish I had, and that is something that I wish I had done.
I mean, there was
classic,
even
dude.
I mean, I sold most of my stuff still, and I still had like a full. We still had a trailer full of stuff, and all of our cars were packed to the brim. It's wild. I mean, yeah, that was a little over a year ago now, and it's crazy to think about.
It
But-
is, man. It's yeah, it's the answer to a lot of questions when it comes to like biggest thing, most courageous thing,
Yeah.
most proud of.
Yeah.
Because it's such a huge thing.
We're
Are
here.
you a leader or a follower? Convoluted answer from Matheson.
I'm gonna say that I think I'm a leader because I know when I'm supposed to follow.
Woo! Oh, dude, you just first of all rocked my world because I was gonna say in order to be a leader,
Yeah.
you don't have to be like you don't have to be like an alpha male,
Right.
And be super strong. You can be a leader and just be yourself, and
Right.
that's makes you a leader by saying that, knowing when to follow, knowing when to not be stubborn.
Right. And I think that we're similar in that regard. Like, I don't think either of us really have egos where we like need to be in control all the time. It's like
Not seriously, at least.
yeah. And there's a lot of people that we probably both know that I think need to be in control
Yeah.
for whatever reason. So I'll just let them do it because I think it's more
Yeah.
important to them to like at least feel that control at the time.
Yeah, and it's like it's just no skin off your back to let them
Yeah, I'm like
be the leader.
right. Yeah. So do you feel similarly?
Yes, I feel
Not about me, about yourself.
I feel 100% similar. I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like I couldn't say it better myself.
Yeah.
I think that I'm a leader in a lot of ways, and then in some ways, I just think I have like highs and lows like every human. Like
Sure.
I'm very good at some things, and I'm not good at all at other things.
Yeah.
So when it comes to things like being super well organized with like business stuff, I'm not a leader. I'm please help me, management, lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do taxes, and they should have taught us that in school. Side note. But then when it comes to like performing and stuff, I know exactly like
Yeah.
how to mark out my show, like what I want where. I don't even know certain things about like what notes are what, but I know what I want to hear and how it should feel. And then if I hear it and it doesn't feel right,
Yeah.
in rehearsal I'll be like, that just doesn't have the lift that I need here.
Yeah.
So I think just in different ways.
I think there's a lot of truth to what you said, first or second or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a big quality of a leader is being okay with asking for help, with being okay with, again, like not having the ego where it's like I need to do this myself. Like let me ask this accountant to help, and you don't feel slighted, or you don't,
Ego.
yeah. Just if you're comfortable with that, then I think that is a quality of a leader. I mean, that's like such a cliche, but like a lot of people that I respect and that I think are leaders. Wow,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude, that's a really good answer. That's a fantastic way to say it.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that
Congratulations, seriously, for being able to word it like that.
well, thank you. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Cheers. I'm empty. Are you empty?
I am. I have one more sip.
But I remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think a lot of people that I respect and that I view as leaders sort of have the same mindset where they always say like surround yourself around people that make you better, that are good at what they do
Right.
and stuff. And that's kind of exactly what we were saying. Is like there's no ego with them because they are like, yeah, I want to be around people that are good at what they do, that force me to be better.
Right.
I feel like that's the opposite when you feel like you need to be the best in the room at everything. Like that's
Yeah,
not-
I have moments of that sometimes, I think. But I've gotten to a point in life where I recognize that it's my ego coming out to play.
Right,
And I'm like,
yeah.
don't like that. And I've gotten to
Right.
a point where I can shut it down most of the time.
yeah.
And also the good part is when I'm unable to shut it down and I let my ego get to me, I I have the right people around me that say, hey,
Sure, yeah.
dude, you're like, what you're doing right now is not cool. What you're doing right now is your ego talking. Like,
Yeah.
just think about other people. And I think it's awesome to have those people that love you in your life that aren't afraid to tell you that.
These are real questions, and I like it.
Dude, I'm telling you, I pondered a lot on these. I thought about like fun questions, and I actually have a fun question next. But I thought about
Okay.
fun questions, and then I thought about like what's something that we could really like expound on, and
Yeah.
especially to anybody who's viewing this. I don't know, maybe it helps you guys get to know us better as people.
Sure.
And if not, maybe it helps the listeners and the viewers maybe look within themselves even more. Kinda
Yeah.
like think about if they're a leader or they're a follower. And by the way, there is no wrong answer. You can be 1,000% a follower and be a amazing human being. It's just a quality of who you are.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most like attractive, for lack of a better term, things that I find in a person is when they're just themselves and they're okay with it. You know, it's like
Yeah, dude.
There's
It's
nothing-
so hard though.
being a leader is not more attractive to me. Like
Yeah.
trying to force yourself to be a leader is super unattractive to me. But like, and that's just, these are obviously only two categories. But like, yeah, if you're a follower and you know it and you're cool with it and you're okay with it within yourself, then like that's awesome.
It
that
is,
you're
man.
able to.
Yeah, it is. And you can always tell when someone's faking.
Right, exactly, and that's
It's
what
so hard to figure out who you are, dude. It's so
Yeah, that is tough.
difficult.
drive across the country and with all your stuff. That'll help you figure out
By yourself,
Yeah.
nonetheless. Because you guys were all caravanning.
Yeah,
So
we're
you're
just
in your car by yourself.
alone
You got 4 days of solitude to think.
of thinking. Honestly, a lot of stuff I did realize about myself on that drive, listening to podcasts and listening to music and a lot of stuff. And
Did you guys share like just one hotel room? Like all three of you guys in one hotel?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way. I mean, we did one hotel for 5 dudes for a while. So hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. That's touring for you.
Yeah.
That's touring on a budget for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's
I just think that is. Maybe we're beating a dead horse here.
I think we are.
Great. Never mind.
Want to hear a fun question?
Yes.
Well, it's not fun. It's a little bit sad, but
Great.
it's funny.
Okay.
I think this quarantine. I'm hoping we're nearing the. I think we're nearing the peak, which is really great. I'm reading
Hopefully.
everywhere
Yeah.
that this is peak week. Since this has happened, we're about what 3 weeks in. Since you've been to the gym.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm close to a month.
Yeah, close to a month without the gym. So my question is, have you seen your body change? And if so, how?
Yes.
I know that it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Honestly, I mean, I've been trying to run every day, and I try to do some sort of workout thing.
Yep.
I literally did curls yesterday with a bag of cables, mic cables.
Can you feel it?
So- no, I don't feel it at all. But
I got this resistance band, and you should use it because you should, dude. Just do like 8 sets before you leave, and you'll feel it tomorrow.
That sounds great. And like what we've talked about, like I do pull-ups like literally on my porch.
Did you do them today?
And, yeah, I did them today.
Nice. Me too.
And just like push-ups and stuff, but I don't know. I think it's just not a sufficient replacement for the way that like you and I work out at the
How have
gym,
you-
which sounded so fucking douchey, but
How have you noticed your body changing? Like what?
just less muscle in general.
Have you noticed like fat gain or?
A little bit, but not as much as I thought, which is great.
Me too.
So
Me too, and it's
Yeah.
really good.
Mhm.
What I've noticed is about the same. I've lost some muscle. I haven't gotten as sloppy as I thought that I'd be yet. I feel like
Yeah.
because I'm eating a lot of food, but I feel like I'm not eating, shitty food. I'm still
Yeah.
eating like basically what I ate, maybe a little more.
yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
trying to be active 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we talked about this before, but I set a drum goal, but I also set like just a running goal for myself, and that honestly
miles.
has 2 miles, baby, and I'm not there yet. But
I'm so excited, dude. I just the first episode is the day after I sprained my ankle,
Yeah.
and we are on what episode is this?
6, 7, 6,
And my
7?
ankle is still sprained.
Are you serious?
It's still sprained. I still can't run. But I feel like I'm nearing, and I hate to say this because I don't want to knock on some wood here.
Yes. Good
I
idea.
do not want to jinx it, but I feel like I'm 48 hours away from running a mile at least.
Have you been icing it and stuff?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's just, bro, it's more than a sprain, man. I think
Yeah.
I got some real damage in there. But it's all good. Can't go to the hospital, so I'm just icing it and watching Star Wars.
The only remedy to sprained ankles, Han Solo.
Han Solo and ice.
Oh, you're not at Han Solo yet. You're about to be.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'll knock on wood here. I haven't seen a huge dip.
I think you look
haven't
great,
been-
dude. I think
Oh, you bastard!
you look
Thank
the
you.
same.
Yeah, I don't really feel. I mean, I feel less strong.
I feel
But-
a little 10% more stressed too. I feel like there's
Yeah.
endorphins that I can't
Right.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
get out. I can't explode them out of my body, and I'm mad about that.
Yeah, but
It is what
we're
it is.
gonna get there. We'll get. We're getting close.
Yeah.
We just need to get friends with someone with a home gym, and then
I know, man. But even then, everybody's like, don't bring any new germs around, and I
know.
understand it. So it's just hard.
I'd also like to say that I'm happy that we changed locations. It's probably hard to tell, but it's raining considerably harder now.
Yeah, guys. Obviously, you saw us change locations. We have a massive roof here on this balcony.
Yes.
Although it is not our regular balcony,
Still a balcony.
it's still a balcony, and we still are exclusively the only podcast done on a balcony, which is
We've checked.
yeah.
I'm 100% certain on that.
And I'm proud of that.
Very proud of that. That's what I should have said. Damn it.
Yeah, having exclusively the only podcast
Yeah.
on a balcony.
That being said, I actually am really proud of this podcast, but I don't want to get cheesy and cry on camera.
I have if we talk about too much, you'll cry. I actually
I will
tried
cry.
sort of to record a podcast
Yeah.
a couple of years ago with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really come out the same way.
Yeah.
So nothing. We only did 2 episodes actually, and it just kind of we didn't really do anything with it. I'm very, very pleased about this because podcasts are one of my favorite things
Yeah, I love it.
to listen to, and this is really fun.
This is super fun.
We got some good guests coming up too.
A lot of good guests.
Yeah,
Plus, it probably won't rain the next time.
yeah,
It'll be great.
yeah. But
It's
do you-
really happening.
what do you think?
About the rain?
Do you think have you said everything you want to say?
About in general? Or
Yeah.
your questions.
Yeah.
Um.
Go live on Instagram for a minute if you want.
Yeah. Let's
Or we
check
don't
out.
have to.
We can peek on Instagram. Maybe we don't need to go crazy on it. But
Let's do like a 3-4 minute Instagram one.
oh, here we go.
Okay.
Deep question.
Deep question. Number 1.
Did you ever doubt that you made the right choice in your career? I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say 100% yes.
Yeah.
About 10 times.
Yeah, I think that's just one of the things that go along with this insane life choice is that you're going to go through months where you're wondering if you're going to make rent and you're wondering if this was the right choice in life.
Yeah. I think after any awkward or bad show, not in the last couple of years. I think the last couple of years we've gotten to a good point, but
Yeah.
early on, if I had a show where the crowd wasn't good or non-responsive or something,
Yeah.
I would literally walk backstage and be like, "Am I doing the right shit? Like,
Right.
am I literally supposed to be a singer right now?"
Yeah.
And that was, obviously not having confidence in myself as an artist
Right.
or a person really. But yeah, I doubted myself a bunch early on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's been so many times, I don't want to say so many times, but a lot of times
So
where
many times,
it's,
man. It's okay.
I don't know if I've ever doubted music as a whole. I would say that maybe I've doubted just smaller choices within music, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Like before, we talked about this a bunch, obviously, but before I moved to LA, like just doubting or wondering if this is going to be the right choice.
Yep.
If I should stay here,
What else we got?
a lot of
A lot of life goals.
a lot of life goals.
Lessons.
What
What time is it, by the way?
it is 7:03.
Nice.
Ooh. All right. Are you ready? This is rough. I don't know if we should ask this question.
Ask it.
What is the worst thing you've done as a person? And they said they will not judge. So the question was again, what is the worst thing you've done as a person?
I'm gonna be
This is rough.
okay. I'm gonna say this is the first thing that comes to mind. There might be something that I've done that's worse than this.
Okay.
My ex-girlfriend that I was dating in high school, and then even like a little bit after high school,
Yeah.
I broke up with, or we broke up,
Okay.
and about 2 hours later,
What'd you do?
having to hook up with another girl, and
You had lunch.
yeah, I had lunch, and that was not something that I was proud of, not something that felt good,
Yeah.
but I remember like, yeah, it's not technically cheating, but like, I mean,
Yeah, you feel bad about it, obviously.
it kind of is.
Yeah.
So I would say that's one of the like, and this is a person that I dated for a couple of years, so it wasn't just like
Yeah.
a quick, 2-month relationship. It was serious. Yeah,
Good answer. Honest answer.
I'm honest, man.
Honest Abe. I don't know. I mean I know, but I also am.
Just say it.
Well, I'll say I'll. You can make your assumptions, but
Okay.
I will say that I've never cheated on a person.
Yeah,
I don't know
think
why
it's shitty.
relationships are like where the first place I go. I think
I've killed 4.
I've probably murdered upwards of 15 people. So
Other than that,
other than that, probably the worst thing I've ever done. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I've lied to some close people for a long, like, kept the
What?
same lie going
what
for a
does
long
that
time.
mean? I need so much more insight on. I lied to some people for a long time.
No, I'm
Are
saying-
you in a
no.
mafia? Are you selling used car piece? What are you doing? What is that?
I would rather not go into details.
Is this family stuff?
No.
Is this friend stuff?
Is
this relationship?
friend relationship stuff.
Do I know her?
No one said it was her. Oh yeah. Someone said I killed about 100 worms in the last 2 days.
Oh God.
All right, here's a good question. I don't know why they're all negative now. We really went down a rabbit hole here. But on the topic of lying, have you ever exaggerated something about yourself to impress someone?
1,000,000% yes.
Yeah.
100%. I there's so many situations where I have. It's usually been to impress a girl, I think. But I've lied like when I was.
Yeah, but was it real stuff or was it just like?
Yeah, I don't think I made anything up out of the blue. I probably
Okay.
have, but I can't really remember it.
Yeah.
But I would always exaggerate. But you know where I exaggerated? When right out of high school, I would try to get gigs at all these like festivals all over Ohio and
Yeah.
stuff. And I would exaggerate that I was a touring artist, but I toured around the restaurants in my hometown.
Toured around the restaurants,
But
baby.
yeah, I basically was faking it till I was making it.
Yeah, I think I would go. I think I'm in the same boat. I honestly, one of my life's pet peeves is fake people and fake BS like that. So I try to personally avoid that. But
Yeah.
I have 100% done a similar thing to what you just said. Like maybe extending the truth
Yeah.
professionally. Like trying to get gigs, back
Dude.
anywhere really. But
And I understand it, man. And I have a question
both
for
been
you,
there.
kind of on the same subject.
okay.
When you pitch yourself for other artists or like,
Yeah.
bands around town, just jobs in general,
Yeah.
and you put my name in there, what do you put me as? Am I just like pop artist Spencer Sutherland, or do you call me like alt pop?
I
like
usually
sexual icon.
Okay. I usually say number 2 host on When's Lunch.
What's that?
You. No, I don't think. I think I maybe exaggerate. I think.
You
I think.
exaggerate me. He's okay.
No, I know that I've written in an email that I play for internationally touring, like international touring artist Spencer Sutherland. So, which is not true. What are we doing?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
International.
I
It
don't
is.
e-
It is.
Yeah, it's
actually.
not true.
But I understand. It's like it sounds ridiculous.
I've
because
definitely
I'm-
said that I've toured internationally 100% because I've done a tour in Canada, and so I just.
I mean, that's not really lying.
I mean, I went to a different nation, so
Yeah.
it was great. All right, let's look. Okay, last question, and this is a good one. Good Lord. Okay. If you could have witnessed any historical event, what would you have wanted to witness? I don't know why my brain immediately went to like watching Abe Lincoln get his head blown off, but
It does. Like it literally goes
Yeah.
to like I was like to dark for some reason.
Yeah.
Not because I want to see those. Oh man, probably like an Elvis concert from 1956.
ooh, see, I didn't even think about going the music direction. That makes
I
sense.
just
though.
like that. Like if I could see Elvis, I could die tomorrow. If I could meet Elvis in person, I could die tomorrow.
Oh, dude.
Probably that, or this is real weird, and just the Revolutionary War. Like I think that'd be.
my God.
I think seeing like 1700s people
Yeah.
fight.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the British in America.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
that would have been unreal.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many like
I don't want to see like a war, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, God, I don't know why I didn't even think about like music things because that would be so cool to see like.
Louis Armstrong. New
Yeah, or
Orleans.
like Michael Jackson recording Thriller or something like that. You know, just like legend. What is wrong with you?
Elvis is Elvis.
I didn't say it was better. I'm just saying
kidding.
that.
I want to see. I want to go back to 2014. See Jacob Sartorius in the studio recording Sweatshirt. That is what I would go back and probably do. Am I wrong?
No, I agree.
There's no wrong answer here, Matheson.
I think my brain first went to witnessing an assassination, which I don't know why, and then I thought about. Then I started thinking about conspiracies or things that people don't know if they're real or not, and then I thought I would maybe want to see the pyramids getting built because no one actually knows how that's been done.
That'd be
and then
cool.
I could go back and see that it was actually aliens that built the pyramids.
That'd be cool.
And it'd be great to see the aliens. But there's a million music things. I mean, how many legendary shows and concerts have there been that would be awesome to go back and see, you know?
Yeah, there's endless. You could just keep naming them.
Jeez. Someone said that's a bop. Shut up. That's
It is
strong.
Kind of,
No.
It is a little bit. It says like part of it I like.
Good God.
See you guys in
Yeah, hop on
15 minutes.
Spencer's Instagram here in a bit if you want to
If you want to wind down with me.
puns galore here.
Matheson will probably be there too. So we'll
Yeah,
just see
yeah.
you in a second.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, bye.
Ooh, ah. Nice.
So there's the Instagram which I don't know about you. I actually enjoy the Instagram section of the show.
Yeah, I think we can cut it up a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean we'll edit whatever we need to edit. I'm just saying that I think
it's a segment is cool.
yeah, it's cool that people get to interact and
I think maybe we go a little faster.
okay.
If anything. Sorry, we're gonna cut this part out for sure. Yeah, we don't have to.
Absolutely not.
But
We're
I
streamlining
was
this
trying to think
entire
about like I enjoy it too. I think we should have it in there somehow.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can figure out a way to have people send us questions. You know,
I mean, they
A
could
more
literally
streamlined-
respond to a tweet even.
they could go to Instagram at When's Lunch Pod.
Yeah, go drop us a comment on one of our last When's Lunch Pod photos. The
Yeah.
Instagram account is poppin'. It's got exclusive content that you can literally see nowhere. You can't even see here. There's nudes of Matheson. There's
Clothed pictures of me.
clothed pictures of Matheson. There's pictures of my butt in jeans. And
Great, high quality
if-
photos.
yeah. So When's Lunch Pod on Instagram. Go follow us right now. Exclusive content.
I think we're probably somewhere around 10 or 11 million followers now.
Yeah, somewhere
So,
close to there, but we'll get
no one's
there.
counting.
We'll build.
Yeah.
We'll build. I feel like I'm good. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Yeah.
I
had a good time getting deep with you today, dude.
you asked some pretty serious questions, and I liked it.
Yeah, it's nice sometimes to dig deep and kind of like really really think about stuff, really ponder stuff, as I like to say.
Yeah. Well, I think we're goofballs
Yeah.
inherently, so it's kind of nice to
Most of this will be stupid content, but sometimes you'll get some deep cuts.
deep cuts, baby. How was all right? So one word to describe your mood for the day.
I'm gonna go with my one word today is gonna be gloomy.
Yeah.
Until this podcast, and now it's a little,
Hey.
but gloomy overall today. What about
Okay.
you? One word to describe your
I'm gonna
mood
go with conflicting
today. Ooh.
because I actually had a really great productive day, and then there was one little thing that was not so great.
It can turn around your entire day.
Yeah. Which
Wow.
I can tell you later.
Yeah.
about.
Well, I'm glad we're doing this, and I'm
Yes.
glad this always turns my day around. It's always good
Hell
seeing
yeah.
you, Matheson. Always good
Yeah.
seeing you, the viewers, you, the listeners. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube to like this video, and just please subscribe. Please, it's literally the only thing that we're asking from you. And if we get enough subscribers, I promise I will put a video up of Matheson streaking down my street. We'll do it. We'll do it.
All right, fine.
We're gonna
I'll
do it.
That seems. Wait, is there a number that we have to get to, or is this if literally anyone subscribes, then I have to do it?
If we get a fair amount of subscribers, we'll talk about it next episode.
Okay, great.
I have one question for you. One
Yeah.
final question.
Yes.
When's lunch?
You tell us, baby.
Thank you. See you guys next time.
When's lunch? When's lunch? When's lunch? I don't know.